This is a Global Original Podcast. Oh, there's some funny stuff this week. We were about to leave the European Union, and one lady was very upset about it. I was making a Leavers Party playlist. There's a spooky prediction about empty shelves, and quite a lot of really kooky callers. Epsom, hello, Vina.
Hi, Nick.
Vina.
Yes, I've held on for a very long time.
Oh no!
Stop whining.
No, I'm not moaning, not at all. I know that your news is on soon, so I'll be quick. All I want to say is I'm so glad that this Big Ben bongs haven't happened. For me, it could have backfired on us, you know.
How do you mean?
Celebrate, and then everything goes. We don't get the income we want from the colonies and so on, and contracts from other countries which we thought we would have.
Yeah.
And I think that was really bad, and I'm so glad it didn't happen. And at the end of the day, we haven't got the colonies to back us up anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that many of them would.
Well, we haven't got them anyway. Most of them are gone now, and they wouldn't. And we could, I really thought, Nick, we could be laughing stock of the world with that big Ben bong, you know?
Big Ben bong, yeah. Well, if it wasn't for Ancient Orange in the White House, we would be the laughing stock of the world.
Oh, shut up!
Fortunately, he's still there.
Sorry?
Well, that's okay. just don't do it again.
As far as I'm concerned, we were part of the continent until the Channel came.
Until the Channel came?
Yeah, when we were divided from Europe.
Oh, we're talking ancient history now. Right.
I am.
We used to be attached. Yeah, you could walk from there to here.
Oh, we were. And to me, when we decided to break away from Europe, I felt that we were losing one of our limbs, because to me that we were part of Europe, and it was a very good thing that we had, and to break away, for me, is a very sad thing.
Right. Well, maybe it'll be another chapter in our glorious
another glorious. Are we going to have fireworks and say, Brexit, we've done it?
Yeah. Well, we don't need Germany anymore. We can trade with Antigua and Barbuda. Don't forget that.
Of course, yes. But you see, it's the history with Europe. We were part of Europe.
Yeah. Oh, well, never mind. Nothing lasts forever, Vina.
Of course it doesn't.
Okay.
But I'm glad we're not celebrating this exit.
Well,
anyway.
they'll celebrate it anyway. Don't you worry about that. They'll take their bongs with them. They'll have some sort of bong ringing out at 11 p.m. Yeah, something like that. They'll take their bongs with... Here, Nige, I got your bong right here. I can't wait to not be trading with France anymore. We can trade with Botswana. Yeah, and America. That's what we're holding out all of our hopes and dreams on Donald Trump being a nice person.
Donald Trump is not a nice person.
Yeah, he's already tried to extort us, and we're not even out of the EU yet. Making us fall into line on Iran. We disagreed with everything he did until he threatened to ruin our car industry, and then we said, oh yeah, you know what? Donald Trump's absolutely right. He's a very smart person.
Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
And we know that because he's told us so himself, over and over again. And that thing on Iran, don't worry about it. He's got a strategy.
There's no strategy. I have no strategy. There's zero strategy.
He knows what he's doing.
What do I know about it? All I know is what's on the internet.
We are doomed. Paul tweets, Brexiteer master plan is to ignore climate change, heat the planet, flood Dover and cut the train link to Europe. Well, at least we've got a plan. And Sue says, we are now the 51st state of Trump's America. Scary, eh? No, it's worse than that, Sue. We're not the 51st state of America, because being a state comes with power. A lot of power. A ridiculous amount, really. Because the empty states have just as much power in the Senate as the populated states. I mean, California, if it was out there on its own, if it was a country, it would have, I think its economy would be bigger than ours. It's got, I don't know how many, so I'll make it up. Did you know that California has got 50 million people in it? It might not be true, but that doesn't prevent it from being a fact. They got no end of money in California, and yet the California is as powerful in the Senate as North Dakota, where nobody lives but horses. It's ridiculous, the American system over there. Paul says, at least they've not decided to detonate Trident in celebration of Brexit. Yeah, let's nuke Europe. It's the only language they understand. I say we dust off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. They come out at night, mostly. Here's a call in Brixton. Hello, Clive.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Clive.
It's a long time since I've spoken to you.
Wow. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely time.
Rock and roll! Right. What I wanted to say to you, Nick, is, like Harry and Meghan, like this whole thing is a smokescreen to cover up what's really happening with Brexit.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
What is really happening?
Already, I'm feeling the effects of the 31st before we even get there.
Is it glorious where you live?
in Brixton, it was wonderful today. It was so sunny and wonderful.
Yeah.
And anyway, I won't be able to celebrate. They're having that party down at Downing Street that
Parliament,
we can't go into.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That we can't go into,
Yes.
Because you've got guys out there with machine guns.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
They take a very dim view about it.
Yeah. Well, I want to complain bitterly to Boris because I won't be able to celebrate and drink my favourite tipple of Polish beer because guess what? They're stopping it from coming over here. Poland, all the off licences around here that sell it can't get it after the 31st or up to.
Well, now this is serious. Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding, and it gets worse. The ruination of the country, special brew, that won't be available either.
What?
Already, the effects of Brexit are going to hit the poor. I mean, they won't even be able to get drunk.
Yeah. Well, I'm devastated, Clive.
Well, I mean, and as I've, said to my ex-wife, all the favourite things that she likes to buy that come in from Europe, the special stuff that Iceland do and Tesco's do, that's all going to become void and null on the shelves. There'll just be empty spaces where it was.
Here, what have you got to say for yourself, Boris?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's thinking about it.
Well, I mean, it's we'll have the freedom to become poor, and the rich will have the freedom to become even richer while we're all getting poorer.
Right. Who could have predicted that?
I mean, I cannot believe that they're holding a party in the city that voted to remain.
Well, yes. I mean, that is priceless,
that is the biggest joke of all.
Yeah. We'll add it to the humour of the event. I hope they televise it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I for one won't be watching it. I'll be roaming the streets of Brixton looking for a Polish beer.
Okay. Well, the best of luck with that, Clive. Thanks a lot, mate. 0345 6060 973. So the list I've got so far for the playlist for the big party that Uncle Nigel's going to have in Parliament Square. All the little flag wavers will be there. Woo! The Great Escape, the Dam Busters, the theme from the Battle of Britain, 633 Squadron, Land of Hope and Glory, Vera Lynn, something from her, and God Save the Queen. I can't think of any others. There's bound to be some. I hope they do put it on TV. I'm going to drive by really slowly afterwards. See, count how many people are there. 6, I bet. Tops. Well, they ain't going to be there by the time I leave. Because if the party starts at 11, they will provide their own bongs, believe me. They'll have them on tape. All sorts of bongs. They'll ding-a-ling something, trust me. But I think by 11:30, it will be bedtime. Hot cocoa and slippers. Here's Chessington. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Nick. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
I just got back from Spain. I was living over there for the last 18 months.
You must be freezing.
Yes, right now I'm freezing, but I'm nice and warm in the car. Just listening to you. But, yeah, I mean, to be honest, you talk about Nick in Europe. Yeah. I think it would probably be a good idea, actually.
Mm-hmm. Let's drop the big one.
Yeah, talk the big one, exactly. Let's drop the big one.
Yeah, I say we should do it straight away. Which part of Spain would you like us to hit first?
The guy you have to talk to is Nigel.
Right. He's got the big button, has he?
We'll get on the phone tonight and get him to speak to Donald, and then we can just get rid of the whole lot.
Yeah, we could have a conference call.
Yeah, and then we have a big party in Parliament Square.
Yeah, we'll tell him that somebody in Europe doesn't like his hair.
No, don't tell him that, because he might have something up his sleeve.
They think he's
more than a nuke. He might have more than a nuke.
Yeah, they think he's put on a bit of weight lately. Melania, your husband's put on some weight lately.
I don't care.
She's not remotely bothered. Malcolm says that's a donkey's hee-haw, not a horse's neigh. What this? A donkey's hee-haw? Well, nobody wishes to discuss that.
Disgusting.
Enfield. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, brother.
Kevin.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yes, good, thanks.
Yeah, I want to speak about Harry and Meghan.
Right.
Yeah, I love them, geezer. I love them.
Do you?
There's no racism going on or nothing.
No.
That's a lot of BS, like, you know?
Yeah.
It's no good, geezer, you know? And Harry and Meghan Harry went out on the front line in Afghanistan and fought against the Taliban and everything. He's a top geezer, mate.
Right.
And his wife's a top geezer as well.
Okay.
Well, geezeress.
Yeah, well, that's nice to know. Okay, thanks a lot, Kevin.
Love them.
Yeah, you love her. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, he loves them a lot, not just a small amount, huge. Francesca says, I've worked it all out. Oh, well, thank goodness for that. Where have you been, Francesca? She says, or he, sexist. Says, Brexit or not to Brexit is essentially a hemispherical brain war. People who are left-brain thinkers love logic, order and their place in the hierarchy, i.e. Remainers, who would therefore love the EU. Right-brain thinkers are more free-spirited, pioneering and hate having their destiny controlled, i.e. Brexiters, who would naturally hate big controlling organisations like the EU. That's all this is about, says Francesca. Wow. It's hard to imagine anybody who could pack more wrong in one small paragraph. There's a person who's read the dust jacket of a psychology textbook. No, not even a psychology textbook, one of those self-help books. John texts, I'm flying to Barcelona in the afternoon of the 31st. I'm praying they close the border and I won't be able to come back to the 17.4 million amoeba. And everybody hates everybody else. Why can't we just get along? And Alex says, don't forget Rule Britannia for Nigel's party. Oh, that's right. Of course. So far I've got The Great Escape, The Dam Busters, Battle. This is for the music list for Uncle Nigel's party in Parliament Square. Gosh, I hope it's not raining. The Great Escape, The Dam Busters, The Battle of Britain, because they're going to have music. Land of Hope and Glory, of course. And Vera Lynn will sing about bluebirds. And Rule Britannia, I'll add it to the list. Oh, it'll be glorious. Once we're free to make up our own rules that Donald Trump has told us to. This sort of came and went, and nobody really paid it very much attention. Pay attention. Donald Trump threatened us with a 25% tariff on our cars exported to the US unless the British government officially accused Iran of breaking the 2015 nuclear deal. He actually did that. And our response was a categorical no. Because we are taking back control. And we are a proud, independent nation that stands on its own 2 feet. And we will not be dictated to by leaders unelected by the good people of this country. I'm kidding, of course. We said, absolutely, sir, yes, sir.
Oh, fabulous.
The secret threat. We weren't supposed to know about this. This secret threat would have seen the tariff imposed on all, not just ours, but all European automobile imports to the US, unless Britain, France and Germany agreed to Donald Trump's ultimatum. And that's why we had that toe-curling spectacle of Boris Johnson going on national television spouting on about the Trump deal. He wants a Trump deal with Iran, as opposed to the Obama deal, which Trump hates because it was brokered by his vastly more intelligent, good-looking and popular predecessor.
Oh, shut up!
So that threat from our partner in the special relationship to kill our manufacturing industry came days before our proudly independent Prime Minister triggered a dispute mechanism under the agreement with Iran, which amounts to a formal accusation against Iran of violating its terms. And Germany and France did that too, because Ancient Orange threatened to ruin our car businesses. This is our future, just doing whatever he says. Our abasement before the Tangerine Mussolini is complete. We're not taking back control from the EU, with whom we had an actual special relationship. We're giving control to a crooked orange ignoramus who wouldn't know a good deal if he found one in a bucket of chicken. Richmond. Hello, Phil.
Hi, Nick. Listen, I'm going to do this quickly, so don't interrupt me because you're running short of time, okay? Sorry, but any makes sense.
He's giving me.
No,
Yes.
no, wait a minute. Your last rant, and I put that in quotes because I agreed with everything you said, but it was kind of ranty, right? So don't do
Which
that.
bit?
The whole last bit you did. All
What,
right.
you mean the truth about being held to ransom by Donald
the
Trump?
Truth. Exactly.
You can't handle the truth, Phil.
I know.
He expressed himself in plumber's language, in earthy terms.
Disgusting.
Yeah, never mind, Phil. Better luck next time. Don't ever call again. Here is Camberwell. Will.
Poor old Phil. I don't think he meant to say a rude word, but none of us will. Good evening, Nick. I hope you're having a good night.
Yeah, good, thanks.
I wanted to... Feel free to interrupt, because I'm aware that my interest may only exist in my own brain, and it may not be true for the rest of the country. I wanted to share my thoughts about results, actions speak louder than words, was the other thing in my brain, and the Queen, Her Majesty the Queen, and Dominic Thingy. He talked about misfits and sort of go-getters who are a bit random, didn't he? And I just thought this week, or well, even today, even the Queen stood up and said, "No nonsense, you two, you're out," to Harry and Meghan, didn't she?
Did she?
Think, well, she said you're out of the royal family. You're no longer
really, but he's
HRH.
he's still a prince, and on top of that, they're a duke and a duchess. It doesn't sound
But
like they've
they've
been chucked out.
Well, but
They're still going to get
somebody
money
on
from their
Sky-
dad, who is paid
just
for
into a
essentially through
family.
us.
That's that's just family arrangements. But I'm a skeptic of the monarchy as of the last 6 months or so. But I just think she's rolled up her sleeves and flexed the bicep there, The lady is 93 years old.
What
now.
are you talking about? She didn't come up with any of this. She's got a cloud of people around her who write this stuff down.
She's such a skeptic, Nicholas. I think she said, "I'm had enough of this. I'm rolling my sleeves up."
Right.
I think
the
Boris Johnson, the government, acts in her name. Right? We're in a bit of a fix. I think for 6 months or a year, just let the Queen run it.
Okay. Good thinking, Phil. You write this stuff down. Put it in a letter. Pop it in the post. Yeah, we'll let the Queen run it. Sure. Darryl says, once we leave the EU, we'll be stuck for options and end up being caught in Jabba the Trump's big orange tractor beam. Yeah, Jabba the Trump. The big orange tractor beam. Sue says, objection. I am 70 and have always supported Europe and Greenpeace and believe in climate change, etc., etc. I care about the future. Don't tar us all with the same brush. I am hurt by your ageist comments. Lucy tweets, I love listening to LBC all the way from Singapore, especially the chilly UK weather forecast. It's blooming freezing outside, Lucy, which is proof that there is no such thing as global warming. I think you'll find that that's right. I can give you the weather forecast. Lap this up. Wow, -2 tomorrow night. 0 tomorrow night on Monday. 2 degrees on Tuesday. These are the lows. And then, not good. 5s, 6s, 7s. I bet it's baking in Singapore. I would look it up if I could be bothered, but I can't, so I won't. David says, this just in, Brexit may be bad news for the UK. In other news, after extensive research, scientists discover that pigs can't fly after all. Well, yes, they can. I saw it at a Pink Floyd gig.
Rock and roll!
So you got that wrong. Glasgow. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Nick.
An ecstasy of fumbling. Yes, Stephen.
Yeah, first time caller, pal. First time caller.
Good man.
You've got to calm down a bit, pal.
Who, me?
Aye. Ranting on about, oh God, you've got all the troubles in the world, haven't you?
Yeah.
I was wanting to talk about Meghan.
Right.
You see, I think she's got a raw deal.
A raw deal?
Well, with the press, I think they've got it in for her.
Well, the press have got the press are I don't know. People are taking this personally. It's not personal. The press always do this to anybody that sticks their head above the parapet. If you go on Love Island, they're going to troll back through your entire internet history and come out with the most embarrassing thing they can find. They're going to be knocking on your neighbour's door. They'll be calling up your parents, finding absolutely everything they can in order to bury you for the brief 5 minutes that your fame lasts. And if you're a princess, if you come here and have the temerity to marry a prince of the royal family of this country, then they're going to do that doubly so.
She's a social climber, you know. She started on...
Please. You can't be serious. This is an indication of where we are in this country, that being a social climber is a negative thing. To want to lift yourself out of your circumstance and better yourself is considered a negative thing. We should know our place. That's as sad as it is. That's who we are. I mean, in America, you would celebrate somebody who is doing well and getting out from, their position of poverty to better themselves. America loves a success story. We regard a success story with great suspicion. Unless you were born with money, we think it's highly suspicious and undesirable that you acquire money later. The nouveau riche, we think. It's... And people don't think that the class system is still a thing in this country, but it absolutely is. We are riven with it. Don't try to better yourself. You stay where you are. And then we'll always know where to find you. Thanks, Stephen. Phil tweets, Nick, what about Jerusalem for Uncle Nigel's Brexit party on the 31st? Absolutely, I'll stick it on the list. That list is getting longer. That party's going to last, they're going to have Portaloos there. Jerusalem, I'll add it in there. Got a big long list for you, Nige. That party's going to be fantastic.
I'm a nutcase.
Let's have Lewisham. Jane.
Hi, Nick.
Oh, my God, you're loud.
Oh, anyway, I tell you what, you do make me laugh, right?
But?
Especially when you're annoyed.
But?
You're even better. But listen, we must leave the EU because
I can't wait.
Because
everything's going to be so
Europe
great.
Is in problems.
Europe
and they
is in
need
Europe.
us to solve their problems.
Yeah, without us,
even though we've got
they're going to sink.
enough of our own.
Yeah.
Nick, that's it. And are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm here. Jane, are you there?
Yes, you haven't cut me off
that's
yet
good.
then.
Yeah, not yet.
And as for Donny, we're not taking any orders from Donny.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes, we're going to follow. We are already following him into war. We are, Jane.
No, we are not.
Explain your thinking.
That's it. Because America is one terrible mess. In fact, the whole globe's a terrible mess, and I'm glad that your friend James O'Brien has recognised that, because that is a start, that it's even recognised. And then once the day that we leave the EU, then the work starts to make England and the world a better place.
Right, that's on us, is it? Making the world a better place.
And England, we mustn't forget England.
Yeah, or in fact Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland.
Well, they come within the world, don't they?
Oh, so okay. Right. So we'll put them whereabout on the list to fix first.
Well, we've got to... Nobody's looking after England. They're not at all. And no one's looking after the English.
Yeah.
And you don't know how us English work so hard.
I know. When will white English people ever get a break?
That's it. They're really, really being put down. They are, and that's not on. Right. That's not on for the country or
absolutely.
Anyone.
Right. Well, you're making a lot of sense, Jane.
I hope you don't understand. You know, I mean, you earn about 4 times as much as me, and I'm going home from work now.
Right. Well, I'm not going home from work now. I'll be going home from work later, Jane. So, no. All right, thanks a lot. Did I win that one? I've got no idea. Who cares? It's not like this is a contest or anything. And that's it. If you subscribe to this podcast, you'll find the next episode gets squirted up your life as though by magic on Mondays. Plus, there's the other podcasts that I do. There's the one with Carol McGiffin called What's Your Problem with Nick and Carol, in which the delightful Carol McGiffin and I try to solve people's problems while not laughing too much. And failing on both counts. If you would like us to have a bash at your issue, send it to the following address, nickandcarol@global.com. That's nickandcarol@global.com. And prepare for total satisfaction. There's also the podcast that I do called The Whole Show, which is the Friday and Saturday night shows from my stint on the radio. We take the news and the ads out. It takes less time to listen to, you'll use less electricity, and eco-warriors won't have to stage a protest in your driveway. And I'm back on the radio Friday, Saturday, Sunday night at 10, and until then, I'll be seeing you.
Bye-bye.